got an email from a friend today and they said, you're always talking about how harps need to be airtight. Why is that? Why do harps have to be airtight? And so I thought I would explain it. Every note that we play, think about it. Every note that we play as we play harmonica, this wind instrument called harmonica, you have to fire that reed. Now on a harp that's not airtight, this is air pressure going up. See, P, air pressure going up. This little area is where it's just leaking air and the reed's not firing. And that's where the air, makes the reed fire. So on every note, blow or draw, a certain amount of air pressure has to go into that harp before the reed will even move at all. So look like on an airtight harp. The pressure goes up this way, teeny bit of air, and then bang, that reed fires. Well, look at the difference in the response. You as a player have to overcome this leaking on every note. That's just the beginning of the problems. The other problem is vibrato depends on minute control of air pressure. And when that thing's leaking like a sieve, it gets very difficult to take a note to a new value on a bend and hold it. And of course, vibrato is a series of bends. Some vibratos are a series of bends. Actually, lip vibrato is a little bit of a bend and a little bit of a tone change. It's kind of a hybrid. But every move that you go to make, so if you're trying to do something with really fast note changes, you got to overcome air loss on these things. And what is a harmonica? A chromatic harmonica is a sound wave transference device. The reed activates the air that hits our ear as sound. So it is a dynamic sound transmission device. And when it leaks air, sound transmission gets kind of garbled up and you end up with some sounds that aren't too good and a lot of hissing. This is a Pissardo Elite, which is what I play right now. Lovely instrument. Same one that Stevie Wonder plays, except his covers are gold-plated. I like the nickel, and he has braille on his, which I think was a really considerate thing for Pissardo to do for him. Okay, back to our topic. Let's do a little test, shall we, of air? Do you want to hear what air leaking sounds like? That's just air leaking out. The reed didn't fire at all. Here's a great test. That thing where your tongue goes in and out of your mouth and you seal the glottis and it gives you these real fast note changes. Let's do it with the airtight one first. Sidel Saxony, one of the most airtight harps made. It's about as good as Pissardo. They're both great. You can't do it real quick if they're leaking. Here we go. You hear that noise? So does your sound engineer. When you go to do a recording, they're like, please, this instrument is leaking air. Now, there's other problems too. Like, suppose you want to do a bend. You want that. You really got to have minute control. Well, what happens with a leaky harp? It's leaking like a sieve and you can hear it. So, a lot of advanced techniques, vibrato, bends, tongue tops, anything, they're going to be, made weaker and not so good by a harp that leaks. As far as beautiful tone, harps give you a very, very nice tone. It's weaker. It's just and of course it's different quality harp too, but air tightness is very, very, very important to a harp. So that's kind of the answer to why do you want, an airtight harp. Efficient transmission of air pressure, energy into sound, okay? And that whole thing gets messed up big time by harps which leak air. I have two rules personally with harmonicas. I only play harps that are airtight. That's number one. And number two, I like the Kettlewell frictionless mouthpiece by DeSalle. I don't really play standard mouthpieces anymore. Those are the two things I'm looking for. But anyhow, I hope that you'll find this interesting. And can you make a harp that leaks like a Suzuki or Hohner or more airtight? Yeah. And some of the Asian harps? Yeah. But you got to do that. And you might want to take a look at Chromatic Harmonica Customization, which is a Facebook group I have that shows how to flatten combs and lap metal pieces into other metal pieces to air tighten them. The air comes out between the mouthpiece, the slide, and the comb. That's where it's coming out, and you just have to tighten those up. In the case of this instrument, you would take and lap the slide into the mouthpiece, and then you would lap the mouthpiece into the comb, and that will bring everything together. This one, Seidel Saxony, is one of the most airtight instruments on the market today. And this is, probably even a little better than Seidel Saxony's Pissardo. Custom-built instruments, actually, one at a time. You were wondering what this is. This is Greg Hoyman's Blows Me Away Productions Ultimate 58. It was designed for Toots Thielmans as part of his sound system. Toots uses a wireless unit, and I have that too, but I just happen to have it on a wire today. But it has a volume control, so you can make it louder or quieter as you're playing. That might be important as you change harps, or even the register the harp is playing in. Perhaps you'd want to adjust. Hope that was useful. Airtight harps, and airtight harps.